All right, video, folks. Welcome. Oh, God, I think I bumped something. Why are you doing that? Video, guys. I guess the mic difficulty is not going to be an issue. We are about to get started.
We are about to get started.
In this podcast, Jordan's fixing everything up.
I'm fixing it right now. Sorry for you guys. We just want to make sure it's the best for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes. And by best for you, we mean for the audio people only listening.
Right.
Yes. We're going to get better equipment for the video, but until then,
you have to deal with this. So.
It's just you're going to see us holding mics and having the quality of someone recording off an iPhone, which I know is not a big deal. I know you guys are very mature people, and now we got it horizontal. So the first podcast we probably won't post. I recorded it vertically, number one. That's a fat L for me.
That is a big fat L.
But
we now are also checking just to make sure we're getting good volume.
Yes.
Checking a little louder, and I think we're going to be good.
Good. And so, but we'll be posting clips from the very first. I guess we're going to call it the tester, the demo. So yes, I can't wait to get started, Jordan.
I can't either. So I'm like, I keep.
It's like we move slightly. It'll go away. Or will it? There we go.
So now I just can't hit that little thing right there. But in 3, 2, welcome back to, this is really the first podcast, but welcome.
The first.
I'm Jordan.
And I'm Josh.
And this is, drum roll please, the off-brand Promised Land coming to you live.
Oh, snap!
That was kind of cold.
Oh, snap! It's real.
Like that. And I can hear myself.
I can hear you too.
Oh, this is awesome.
I can hear me.
I can hear you too.
This is amazing. Praise
This is something
God.
serious. Praise God indeed.
Yes.
How have you been, man? We haven't recorded in about almost a week now. So how have you been?
It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay. Just bumping wires.
Yeah.
I've been good, man. I've been, I'm living life, bro. I don't know. I guess I've just been good. I mean, what happened this week? I'm trying to think. We went to the men's conference.
We did go to the men's conference.
Shout out to Pastor Phil.
Shout out Pastor Phil if you're seeing this at home.
Yes. We know you're watching.
Yeah,
we know you're listening.
Or you're listening. Either one, if you're a Spotify user. But just appreciate the men's conference. It was a really big, powerful movement.
Very powerful.
180 men.
180. Can you believe that?
That's
180 dudes
in the same space,
praising one God,
who's also a man.
It's got to be God. It's got to be God. I mean, you can't get 180 dudes outside of the realm of watching sports.
Exactly.
To be that engaged
in one thing.
For
hours.
5 hours. I mean, it was incredible.
It was pretty crazy.
We got to throw axes, y'all, and I'm gonna tell you what. We dominated at throwing axes.
We did.
Putt.
Not so
struggled
much.
a little bit.
Right.
Not our thing.
No.
We're not golfers, okay?
We're not. I mean,
we're not 50-year-old men.
Exactly.
I mean,
if you are 50 and you're listening to this,
I'm not sorry.
We do love you.
Jordan might be, but he doesn't speak for me.
Yeah, I don't.
If you want to cancel anyone, it's going to be me, y'all.
Right. And it'll just be the Jordan podcast.
Yes. And
which we all know you love to hear me talk.
And I love to hear Jordan talk. That's why I'm here.
Anyway, all right. So that's good. I'm glad you're doing good, man. I'm glad you're doing good.
How about you?
I'm doing pretty good. We recorded Tuesday, had 181, and then the men's conference. Sir. But other than that, I had midterms this week, and
I'll do the blast, right?
I hate school. I hate it with a passion. You want to know why? It's because.
Do you have to really give a reason why you hate school? I mean, I feel like every viewer and what they're watching, they relate. But explain why. Why is school so bad for Jordan?
It's a struggle because I don't have time. I don't want to do it. And obviously that's not a good excuse because I don't.
Not an excuse, I think. I feel like it.
I mean, you're probably right, but
I just don't want to do it.
I just really don't. And I feel like I can still be successful and not have to be in school. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what is these midterms? Like, what classes are these?
Financial derivatives, real estate investments.
Dude, just sounds super intriguing and interesting. And
a lot of math and formulas and
a lot of fun experience, it sounds like.
Oh, I'm having a blast.
Yeah, just math.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the math lovers.
Yep.
I am actually a math lover, believe it or not.
Really?
Yes. Now, then again, I didn't go further than math in Algebra 2.
Okay.
So.
Algebra 2 is a pretty good math.
I was an algebra. I didn't do. What was the other? Calculus.
Yeah.
Never had to do calculus.
It's not fun.
Thank the Lord.
It's not fun.
Didn't sound like it was fun, so I was glad I never had to do that.
Right.
I didn't go to college, y'all, so that might be some new revelation for y'all, because
he's very educated
though. In certain degrees, yes, but I'm outside. I mean, when you're talking about school-wise, I'm as dumb as rocks. So.
Yeah.
So that's why I surround myself with people who aren't. Amen.
You're doing a podcast with me.
Yes.
Well, anyway, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good, man.
Yes, sir.
God's good always. Woke up, came to church.
Whew.
Pretty good, powerful experience. Yeah. What can I say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but yeah, so I have a lot to talk about. My phone is all the way up there.
Go grab it.
There we go.
It wasn't that far. We got some preparation for y'all. I mean, we love y'all.
We do.
We prepare.
Yeah, for you millions listening.
The millions watching at home.
And millions.
Yeah, for the millions. And millions. Yeah.
Sorry, we're rock fans.
Yes, so we're don't make fun of us.
Don't. Yeah. Because, I mean, if you are, we can't even hear you make
Leave a comment. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, leave a comment and roast us. Take time.
If we have haters, we'll roast you back. So
expect it.
Yeah. And have thick skin.
Yes.
And know it's from God.
Yes. It's from love.
God told me to do it.
It's from love. Yes. Amen.
Pound it out.
Oh. That was some connection.
There was a
the
little
mic's
spark.
Connected.
I know. I felt a little spark. All right. Question number 1 for the day. And we only have a few, but question number 1. Do you think flirting is cheating?
Ooh, actually, it's funny. It's funny about this one. I've been asked this by the lady.
Really?
By the lady.
Okay.
We were talking about what is and what isn't cheating.
Right.
And so I guess I'll have a follow-up question after it. Is flirting cheating? I think I wouldn't classify it as cheating.
Okay.
However, if you are flirting while you're in a relationship, I think you're a scumbag.
I agree.
Intentionally. Now there are, let's go down a trip down memory lane for Josh here.
Okay.
When he was a young boy, he had dated one girl in his life. This is sophomore year of high school. I've only dated one girl.
Wow.
Her name was Maggie Sharp. She's from my youth group.
Shout out to Maggie.
Shout out to Maggie if she's listening. Probably not. But if she is, God bless. And I thought we were getting married. And we broke up in a month. It didn't work.
Yeah.
But we were kids. We were 14.
Right.
And so that was my only relationship. So I preface this. I'm a young boy. Women didn't flock to me. I was ugly at the time. Maybe ugly now to some of you. If so, that's okay for me. I can live with that.
Right.
But so I met these group of girls, and we met in that wasn't history, LA class.
Okay.
ELA, and we had this back corner. It was me and my buddy Russell in this group, and Lily was in that group. It's actually where I met Lily.
Okay.
And her friends were kind of all clustered together. And so if you guys missed last podcast, the podcast was really named We're Kind of the Worst.
Because we kind of are.
We kind of are. And as we've talked about these stories, it's just painting us into a worse and worse light. And I'm going to continue down that trail a little bit.
I think I am too. But honestly, who cares? Because
exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're still listening.
Yeah, you're listening. You're going to have a laugh.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to be entertained.
So the story goes, so we're at my buddy Russell's house, and we're playing outside games. It's fun. We're having a blast, right? But some of the people there struggle with vaping. In fact, one of the girls did. And this girl was one of my friends, all right? And I was dating Lily. We had been dating probably for close to a month now.
Okay.
So not much longer than I dated Maggie. Young love, right? We're going to get married, this, that, whatever. And this girl, she was going to take this guy's vape and hit it. I said, no, you're better than that. And I'm a Christian, right? I'm a newborn believer. Drugs, no, like Jesus, all the way.
Oh, of course.
God can handle this, and God can cure your addiction. He did for me. And so I was like, okay, you're not taking that. And I proceeded to give this girl a piggyback ride. Now, hear me out.
What?
So because she was taking it, I literally just picked her up and I ran away.
Wow.
Not thinking, and so I had a hero's mindset.
A Romeo.
I had a hero's mindset.
Right. We are The protagonist.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Another podcast name, definitely maybe.
The protagonist.
The protagonist.
that's
definitely we have like main character syndrome.
Yeah. I am the main character in my story.
Of everyone's story.
Yeah.
But definitely mine.
So I picked her up. Not in a flirty way, in my mind.
No, of course. A girl would never think you touching another girl is flirting.
Right. I didn't know. And I really didn't know. Right. I didn't know, like, in my mind, I'm stopping her from vaping.
Right. I think ignorance doesn't make it cheating.
No, that's why I don't call it cheating. Now, if you're willingly flirting, you can have that conversation. Mm-hmm. But when you don't know, I think when you're ignorant, right? Like we said, it's different. And I think you can get cut some slack. Like, for example, Lily started not talking. I had no idea why she was mad.
Right.
Like, why are you acting weird? We were just having a blast.
Right.
And I even left not knowing anything was wrong. That was our first argument we had. Wow. That she started texting me, why did you pick her up? I was like, what? She was just trying to grab a vape. I was just like, no drugs.
Yeah,
right?
Being a hero. I love it.
And it just dawned on me because she said, how would you like it if I did that to another, or some dude picked me up? Mm-hmm. And I thought, and I sat there. I said, probably
murder him.
I probably would not feel very well.
Yeah, no, he's dead.
And so that leads me to my answer. I don't think it's cheating. I did it. I've done it.
I think everyone has.
And it's just, I don't think it's cheating. I think what's in your heart definitely depends. Mm-hmm. But I do think you gotta move away from it.
Yeah.
And so yeah. What about you, Jordan? Is flirting cheating?
No, I don't think so. But I also don't think it's something you want to do willingly, right, like you said. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a very flirtatious person, and it's. I've
been told that myself as well.
Yeah, and it's not. That sounds cocky.
What up, ladies?
Right. Yeah. Hey.
How you doing?
Let me not. I'm actually gonna stop. Yeah. Don't hit me up.
This is not the podcast you thought you were tuning into.
Okay.
No siree.
I am gonna get in trouble for this. Yes. Anyway.
Sorry, this is my
fault. Anyway, yeah, I've been told I'm very flirtatious, but it's not. I'm not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
just who you are.
Right. And sometimes people, it also depends on what you think flirting is. Because sometimes I'll talk to a girl and someone will say I'm definitely flirting with her. And I'm like, no. I'm really not. And she's like, you definitely are. And I'm like, I'm definitely
not into you.
Yeah, I hate to say that, but I'm saying it.
Yeah.
You're ugly.
I am not interested.
Right, yeah. I would rather be alone.
Yes.
And that sounds bad, but I think it just depends. Sorry. For all you people with thin skin, don't listen to us because you're going to get your feelings hurt.
Very much.
And I'm not going to feel bad for you.
And you're not going to like us anyways.
No, you won't.
If you don't have thick skin, we're going to say some probably controversial, probably pretty awful things.
Pretty much,
yeah. Eventually.
Yeah,
not saying we're awful people, but yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a place where you want to.
No.
We're going to tell you about your feelings and things like that.
Oh yeah, you poor baby.
Yeah.
I hate that voice.
That was gross.
I make this voice. And now that I hear myself.
Yeah.
I hate it. I'm never going to do that again. Continue.
Yeah. But, I had this conversation with several ladies in the past, and I've come to the general conclusion that it usually just depends on your intent.
Yes.
If you are doing it on purpose.
Have you run into ladies that said that flirting is cheating? Have you dated anyone that have considered flirting cheating? I don't think they've considered it cheating, but they didn't like it. You know what I mean? Which is what we've come to. But I don't think I've ever come to a girl that's like, you're cheating on me. I have had girls be like, are you cheating on me? In which I would be like, are you smoking? But, I'm not a cheater, so that's just not something I would do. But, amen.
Yeah, no. Men don't cheat. Real men don't cheat.
Real men.
Yeah.
Boys do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I say the same thing. Boys cheat.
Yeah.
I don't think men cheat.
No, they don't.
Because how do you? You're not a man.
Yeah, that's literally the opposite of being a man.
Right. I agree. Okay, glad we're on the same page with that as well.
No, okay, well, I guess I'd say this. My follow-up question would be this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is
because I feel like since I've been told I'm a flirtatious person as well.
Right.
And I guess I kind of struggle, you know, what is when you're actually flirting? What is the difference between when you're just being fun? Like to me, it's like I'm having fun.
Right.
So like
I'm just being myself.
I would say the same thing to a guy friend as I sometimes would say to a girlfriend. Not girlfriend, like dating girlfriend, but I'm saying friend is a girl, obviously. Right. Okay, we're on the same page. Cool. So I think that's where my problems stem from, or when we get called flirtatious. I think if you treat your lady friends as if they were your guy friends, you kind of run into that situation. So my first friend that was a girl, her name was Zai. She was a varsity cheerleader. She won states. She was 2 years older than me.
Okay.
She was good looking. But in my heart and in my head, I said, there is no chance at all. And I accepted that. And I was okay with that.
Right. Yeah.
She was fun. And I guess since she was my first girlfriend, okay, I hate to have that sound. She was my first like female friend.
Yeah.
I thought like, okay, like this is what we do is okay. And so like we could hug each other, we could like push around, be more touchy, and like it be like, oh no, but we're friends. Because we both have that understanding. Yeah. Not every girl has that.
Not every guy either. Because I'm not every guy, right? If that was my girlfriend, we might have to fight. Like,
right. Right. But we were both single too.
Right. So now, no. I think it depends. So to answer your question, if I'm dating a girl, and I see her intentionally trying to like stop, like you're so fun, like, and he's not that funny, you're flirting with him, and he has to go. You know, like I hate, you know what I mean? Because one,
thank God, Jordan.
Right? Like one, you don't think I'm that funny, and I'm your boyfriend. So if you don't think I'm that funny,
I said the same joke yesterday. You didn't even laugh.
Exactly. Like no, he's not that funny.
Yes.
Stop.
Yeah.
Or so. I think if you think a girl is attractive, and you know that, and now like, and this is subconscious because sometimes I'll see a pretty girl, and like it sounds bad, but I won't be interested. I'll just think she's pretty, and so I'll talk to her. Yeah. But it comes off as flirting, and I'm not. You know what I mean? Because like in my heart, I'm loyal, this and that. Yeah. I don't really like her. She doesn't know that. Right. You know what I mean? So all she.
Do you think that's something that, as a man, we should change?
Yes.
Yes, we should refrain from that.
I think so. Because I mean, I think that can come off as like you're kind of
you're not loyal. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it, you're kind of hoeing around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Or you just have to be with someone who's very understanding.
Right.
Who's very like chill and cool.
Yeah.
Which is not for everyone.
No.
And it's not it should not be expected either. And I would like, but if you have it, cool. But yeah, I think I agree. It's something as a man who is known as being flirtatious a little bit. Like you should probably, as a man, I should probably work on, okay, if I have a girlfriend, drawing some boundaries. Like I'm not gonna make these certain jokes.
Right.
Now there is going too far where like you're like just
no, you can't be
stale
stiff.
As a brick.
Right.
You know,
you
can't do that.
No.
Because you still have to be human. Right. We still have to be friendly. Now. And I'm going to stick to this topic a little bit longer.
No, that's good.
Because I got another question for you.
Okay.
And this one, I don't know if I have an answer for.
Okay.
So for you viewers watching, I want you guys to comment below, or just because if you probably know us personally, so just talk to us.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. But also comment and like the video
please, and send it to your friends. Yeah, we're going to take a quick little break.
Yes.
Please leave a comment and a like.
Yes.
And share it with your friends because one, we're not professionals. We know that, but we're trying, and obviously we want this to go somewhere, and we can't do that if you don't share it. So
help us out. Help a brother out.
Right. All we want is people to hear us talk,
and we know you like looking at these faces. Let's be honest.
I like looking at my face sometimes, and
so you should like it too.
You should like it too. Right. So. All jokes aside though, please like the video, share it, comment, star it, recommend it.
Amen.
No.
All right, so the question is this: is watching porn considered cheating?
Wow.
Woo, y'all.
Yeah.
Now we as believers,
right.
Obviously, pornography is a big no-no.
Right.
But
for you non-believers,
I've known so many men.
Mm-hmm.
When I go to men's groups, like young adult groups, I have known just about every single man has struggled with pornography in some aspect. So I wonder, do you think to yourself,
right,
if you were struggling with porn, hypothetically, not saying you are, would you consider yourself cheating?
Well, both of you do assume that I'm struggling with pornography.
Yeah.
How dare you? No, I'm just like,
Jordan is. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm kidding. But I think yes, because I think you're looking at.
You think it is you?
I think it is,
okay.
Because I guess at the end of the day I don't know.
Right.
But I think you're in a committed relationship with your spouse.
Right.
You are looking at something else that you want. It's like lust. You're looking at a girl that you can't have, but you're like,
like biblically, it is cheating.
Right.
In fact, I mean, the Bible says if you even look at a woman lustfully,
right,
you've committed adultery in your heart.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so, but I guess when we're talking about
just men
cheating, like
right,
cheating as though like, because if you found your wife in bed with another man, it's over, right?
Yeah,
like it's over. That's cheating.
Yeah, we don't have anything to talk about.
But like when it comes to
someone else,
so when I consider cheating, I'm considering things like on that scale.
Oh, okay.
That's how I view cheating. Cheating like is end of the relationship.
Yeah, breakable offense.
So I guess that's why.
So basically, the question is, if I saw my wife or my girlfriend watching porn, am I leaving?
Yeah.
So using that metric, no.
Yes.
I'm not. Because
I'm not either.
Yeah,
especially since as a man, since I've struggled with porn before,
right.
I can relate to that.
Yeah,
so it's relatable.
Yeah, so I get that. So
in fact, I think statistically nowadays, I don't know how to get the statistics. So
yeah,
I don't remember where I heard this. So this could actually be wrong. Fact check me if I'm wrong. Right. But I believe from what I've heard, women now actually watch more porn. Actually, percentage-wise, watch porn more than men.
Interesting.
Which is very interesting.
Wow.
And I've known women, and I know women that have watched porn, and they don't watch it for the same reason as men.
Right.
But it's very interesting to me. It actually struggles like both sex, and it's known to be a male predominant issue.
Right.
But it's actually also been bleeding over to women.
Interesting.
And they actually, and this is also something they typically watch other women.
Wow.
So they don't watch like a bunch of dudes. Like
yeah.
Like normally it's like for guys. I know for. Sorry.
He said yeah.
I said yeah. But like normally as dudes, I want to see as many women in front of me as possible.
Okay.
Like I didn't want to see a dude.
Right.
Like because.
Okay.
Ew.
Yeah, I get that. I mean I personally don't do that. And
well, yeah, no, I'm just saying I do. But
no, I know. Yeah, no, I get you. No,
I was like, no, I'd rather watch a girl than a guy.
Right.
For women, it's like they want to watch a girl, which is interesting to me.
Interesting. Very interesting.
But yeah, back to the. So
on that metric, if I was like, okay, I got home and like I'm checking on the iPad, I'm like, oh yeah, little Timmy, let me give you the iPad, and then I go to like unlock it, and I just see like,
just
browsers
full of porn.
Right. I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that. I mean, honestly, just plain simple, that's disrespectful. But I'm not leaving.
Right.
Because I get it. You know what I mean? Right. So I'm gonna be like, okay, little Timmy, you can't have this iPad right now.
Poor little Timmy.
Yeah. You can go play with your toys.
Now, is little Timmy your spouse in this thing, or is this your son?
Definitely my son.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Because I mean, I feel like especially nowadays, you got to have that conversation young.
Yeah.
Because like.
Yeah.
I actually discovered porn when I was 10 years old.
Wow.
First time I watched porn.
Wow.
I think actually it was on the family iPad when I pulled up Safari.
Wow.
And so I'm sure it was my brother.
I would hope so.
But I would hope so.
We're gonna go with your brother.
But that was my first experience. I saw it was just it was just right there, and I was like, oh my gosh, women play. and it is addicting. In fact, I think there's studies that have shown it's as addictive as cocaine is to your brain. The amount of levels that
so you're giving off.
Because sex is awesome. Let's be real. God created sex, so it's pretty awesome. Okay. Right. Now it's in the confines of marriage. It's blessed. Thing. It is blessed by God. Yep. Indeed. Outside of that, it's perverted. So y'all sleeping with your boyfriends, your girlfriends, y'all, if you're in Alabama, your siblings, whatever it is. Should I not say that? I probably should say that. We might have to cut that out. But whatever it may be, all right. Outside the confines of a marriage between a man and a woman, it is not blessed. And so obviously, so pornography is a perversion of what God created. Indeed. But it is sex, and so that appeal and that satisfaction God has created, so it's still good. Feeling wise, it's still good, and that's why I think it's been so addictive, and everyone, a lot of people struggle with it, and it's a shameful because a lot of you can also hide it, like no one knows if you struggle with porn. If you struggle with it, you can be 7 years old and been married for 50 years
and have struggled
and be struggling with porn the entire time, and no one knows unless you open up about it. So, but that's scary.
I think honestly, that's the hardest addiction to be open about.
I think so too.
Like if you have to think about, I struggle with
because it's shameful.
It is. It's like
feel shameful.
You feel embarrassed about it. Like
even though most people have dealt with it.
Yeah,
which is it's like
I think why? There was a study I saw. I think it's 1 in every 4 or 1 in every 5 people. Or I think it's 2. I think it's 2 in every 5 people have watched pornography.
At least once.
At least once.
Have you ever watched porn once?
No.
Wow.
I know.
Amen.
I know.
Hey, give it up for Jordan, y'all.
Give
it up for Jordan.
I don't know why.
No, honestly.
So I've wanted to.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Dude, I don't know why.
Well, it's good that you didn't have it once, because I think once you do it once, it's harder to say no.
Yeah, and I have a very addictive personality. I do too. So
I do too. That's why I'm glad I never did drugs.
Yeah, but I know if I did, it'd probably be pretty bad. But no, I definitely wanted to, and I almost did. I would be like, oh, let's hit this incognito mode real quick, and I hit in the P and then the O, and then I was like, backspace, and then, I was like,
and then you looked up Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Lord help me.
I'm like, ooh, Naruto sounds a little bit better.
So porn to you though is considered cheating, but not breakupable.
Not breakupable. No.
Interesting. Because I think I lean more on the not cheating.
Not cheating.
And maybe it's because I've struggled with it before in my life.
Maybe.
And I have a little more empathy, because if I were to watch, if I were to walk in my wife, and I saw she was watching porn, I'd be hurt, but at the same time, it's like, let's have a conversation. Let's deal with this, because to me, it's like a drug addiction. You can't just be mad at someone and then tell them to stop and they stop.
Right.
There's a process that can have to happen sometimes, and you gotta just put it in the light. Like, okay, I'm struggling with this. Let's be accountable. Let's help each other out, because it's like this is a real issue, and it's an issue that the church often is afraid of to talk about openly.
Definitely.
I've noticed lately, as the years have gone on, the church has become emboldened, but at the time this was like a no-no. Like, if you watch porn, keep that to yourself.
Right.
And I've seen pastors like literally fall, like their whole church gets destroyed because they found out that he's been addicted to porn. So it's a scary thing, and it's something you obviously want to have dealt with. So I think we covered that topic pretty well.
Pretty well. I think I learned a lot about you.
I learned a lot about you too.
Yeah, look at us go.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless.
Indeed.
And we appreciate y'all. Y'all are sticking around listening.
Yeah, if you're still here and you're about 26 minutes in.
Yeah. Amen.
Right. Still keep your expectations pretty low. But thank you for being here.
But if you enjoy us as people, you'll get a kick out of this.
Right. Second question. What do you consider a date?
Date. Ooh. This is stuff I'm not too educated in, I would feel. Okay. A date, so, I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty wide spectrum for dates.
Yeah.
I would say, like, going out to the movies together. If you plan out, hey, you want to go, I think that's a date. You plan out something like, hey, let's, I think you can even take a walk in the park as a date. Okay. If you wanted to. Like, let's just go. Like, I think if you're taking and planning a moment out of a day to do something with someone, with your significant other, you can consider that a date.
I agree.
Now there's better dates,
right?
And not as good dates.
Yeah, now
but like for example, if I took someone to Melting Pot. If y'all ever been to Melting Pot, man, that's a date.
That's a date right there.
That is a date.
If your boyfriend is not taking you to Melting Pot yet,
dump him right now.
He does not love you. So, yeah, you need to get on him. So actually,
that actually counts for both of us because we're single now. Anna and Lily have dethroned us.
Definitely. Yeah, send this clip to him right now and tell him, what are you doing? So, spend $98 on me for a plate this big. You know what I mean?
That you have to make.
Right, yourself.
Like yourself.
Yeah.
You cook it, but then that chocolate fondue comes in though, I'm telling you what.
I've never been to the Melting Pot.
I'll tell you what, when that chocolate fondue comes in, everything I'm salivating right now as we speak. Jesus. I just felt the Holy Ghost right there for a moment. That chocolate fondue, they bring out all the mini cheesecake. They got some little Rice Krispie treats, some strawberries, some all kinds of fruits.
Yeah.
All kinds of things. You take that chocolate fondue, you stick that whatever in there.
Mm-hmm.
You coat that with that nice warm chocolate.
Definitely.
Oh man, it's fattening,
but it's good.
It's good.
Yeah, never been to the Melting Pot, so I guess girlfriend, if you're watching this, I am waiting.
You better have $100 in your wallet.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting.
That's the price for the two of you.
And
that's without getting the cheese fondue before the meal.
Really?
They have a 3-course meal system.
Wow.
I usually just get, they bring you out, choose your meats you want. I get the either steak and chicken or maybe just all steak or all ribeye. And there's different types of steaks, and you can get fish. You can get all kinds of stuff. They teach you how to cook it. You pick whatever oil pot you want. And oh man, and then you eat it. It's so good. They get you veggies, fresh veggies. They dump in there.
Oh wow!
And then after a few minutes, you pull it out. They got all kinds of sauces, teriyaki sauce. They got some ranch. They got some. They got all kinds of sauce. Those are the only sauces I can think of. But oh man,
so good.
Oh, it's so good. Amen.
Amen, indeed. Well,
see, when you go somewhere like that, God's real. That's how I know.
That's how you know.
People ask me, how do you know God's real?
Melting Pot.
Go to a fancy restaurant and eat food. That is heavenly created. Like, you cannot tell me that was accidental.
I agree. I can believe that. I've been to like Gauchos or like Fogo de Chao, and I literally feel like I'm a celebrity when I'm in there, and I'm not because I didn't even pay for it.
Right.
But my parents were like, and I was like, yeah.
Yeah, you get like a $50 steak.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, this is what royalty feels like, and I feel like a king for 96 minutes, and then that 97th minute hits, and I'm like,
you leave fat and just happy and broke.
Yeah,
but it was worth it in the end.
It was.
What about you, Jordan? What's a date?
Any time that you spend with a significant other alone.
Okay, so like, so if they just come to your house, and, if no mommy and daddy in the room,
well. Yeah, but so
that's a date.
That is a date to me. So if I feel
I appreciate
shout out to mommy and daddy, that was kind of weird. I don't like.
Probably weird.
I don't.
I just I get carried away sometimes, y'all. I apologize, mom and dad.
Mommy and daddy.
Mommy and daddy. Abba.
There we go.
Abba I don't know what the Hebrew word for mother is.
Mother is. Yeah.
No one cares, I guess. The Bible.
We don't.
I've never heard someone just yell out in Hebrew.
Mother.
And...
Yeah, you don't really hear that in the Bible. It's usually father.
Maybe when they're talking about Mother Mary.
Meh.
Like, even then, no one's like saying the Hebrew word for mother.
Right. They're saying Mary.
Because dads, man, that's where it's at.
That is where it's at. Being a father, man.
If you're a father.
I am a father. I'm definitely kidding.
No, breaking news.
No. Right. I do have a stuffed animal named Jackson that I do consider my son.
Oh, okay.
But
fair enough.
Yeah,
were you a stuffed animal guy?
No.
No.
Not until actually recently.
What?
I'm weird, isn't it?
Not as a child?
No. I had one. That was about it. But I never really. I thought. I'm not even gonna lie.
What about toys?
Oh, I had toys.
Okay.
But I wasn't an abandoned child. But I was. I don't know. I did have.
You don't play video games. You don't have stuffed animals.
This is true. I don't play video games. I'm a weird kid.
See, Jordan's one of a kind, man.
I am.
No
Ladies,
one like him.
If you're listening to this, You want a guy like me.
Yeah, if you want a guy who's not gonna be sitting in front of a screen for like
and not
7 hours
texting you
straight,
back,
not texting you back, like me, get someone like him. Well, he's taken actually, so
right. Yeah.
I'm just letting you know you missed out.
Right, the bar.
It's over.
The bar is here. You got to set the bar high.
See, Jordan was available, and he was he's a free agent.
I was waiting for you guys,
and now he's taken. And now y'all just have to accept the fact,
right,
that you can never have him ever.
Well,
hopefully ever.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. Right. But I mean,
if all goes right.
Right. If in a perfect world.
Doing?
Yeah, this is awful.
We get carried away.
We do kind of.
I love it though. I think these people are going to appreciate how much we care, how much we get carried away. Because I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
This is how we talk.
This really is. Like, this is authentic. You're getting like the real deal.
Well, we've answered 2 questions.
We really have, and we've talked for.
My phone says 35 minutes.
Right.
So the podcast is probably 33. That's a half hour of just talking 2 questions.
2 questions.
That's pretty impressive.
Exactly. So we could probably talk a good hour if we wanted.
If we wanted to, yeah. We could keep this going.
Yeah.
We'll have timestamps too if y'all want to know each.
Yeah.
We'll help y'all out.
Like what topic you like the best if you just want to hear us over and over again.
Yeah. Because I personally get if you can't listen to a whole,
hour
30-hour podcast, it's like, I get it. So we'll have timestamps.
Of course. Next question. What are your red flags in a relationship? This is like, I guess, a relationship episode, I guess.
I guess so, man.
Yeah.
Relationship episode. Man, red flags, obviously, the classics. Cheating.
Yeah, of course. Cheating, lying.
Yeah. Are you consider lying a red flag? What kind of a lie?
Yeah, I was about to say, I guess it depends on the lie.
Yeah.
Because a white lie, to me, like, if you're like, okay, so let's say
Jordan, you look really good today.
Right. I'm okay with that if you're lying to me.
Good, thank you. Lie to me,
yeah,
please.
Yes, tell me I look good all the time. I love it. Especially if I'm in like front of my family.
Right.
Do it.
Lie.
Right. Tell me I look amazing. Especially in front of like girls you don't like. Tell me I look amazing.
Red flags though.
Yeah.
Man. What's a red flag? I guess I don't know. I'm very forgiving, and that's not like a flex because it can come to my detriment sometimes. In fact, me and Lily will both attest to this. In our first relationship, we were god awful.
Okay.
Like arguments, like a couple times a week, like screaming, yelling.
Wow.
I punched holes in my wall before. I've broken stuff. Very mature. Now this again, we started dating, y'all, mind you, when we were 15 years old. As a 15-year-old, if some of you remember when you were 15 years old,
I do.
We were stupid.
Yeah.
And I didn't know better. I did know better, but we were stupid in love, because like high school relationships, they're kind of like that.
They are forever.
It's passion, and passion can lead to passionate arguments as well. It's not just love; it can be passionate arguments. Passion for the bad reasons.
Of course.
And so we probably should have broke up because we ended up breaking up and then getting back together. But we probably should have broken up probably a year before we did. If I'm being honest, we were toxic. We go on breaks.
Never, ever getting back together. Sorry, I should have done that.
But we probably we would like go on breaks and then talk to someone else. Like we would and then we get back together. Oh my god, I miss you so much. And it was just it was toxic. So I'm a very forgiving person because we put each other through some crap. Some crap. We've and so I don't know. I don't know if to me a red flag is obviously if I can tell you're not interested. Number one. And when I think about that, like I'm a grown man now, and I'm still growing, so I'm still learning. But I want you to be honest with me. Yes. If you're not interested, don't waste my time.
Yeah, just let me know.
I'm not gonna be mad.
No,
that's the other thing. Some people are like, "What? You don't love me?" No. Like honestly, if you can look me in the eye and say, "Hey, I've just not been feeling it." Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, let's cut our losses.
Cut your losses and move on. Because I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. And it's just better for the both of us. So if I can tell you're not interested, If you're not a believer,
I'm sorry. I literally tried to put Carmex, well, not Carmex, on my lips, and I like melted in my mouth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't gonna say anything. That back on the video. I know I wasn't gonna say anything, but I was like, you're probably gonna see that on the video. So, okay. Well,
that's amazing. Jordan's having a hard time.
Yeah, beauty hurts, or I'm just not good at it.
Hey man, we're still figuring it out. We're still
right.
But no, yeah, it's so if you're not interested, also if you're not a believer,
big red flag.
For me personally, as being a believer, your morals are going to be totally different.
Indeed.
What I accept, and what you will think is okay. As a believer, we don't really have much ground to move.
No,
like you can't really compromise as a believer.
No, you can't.
Like,
I think that's a big thing.
And it makes it hard if you're not a believer to date a Christian, because I'm gonna tell you what, as a man, I'm not putting up with no crap.
You can't.
Like I'm not like if you're not a believer. And in fact, I tried, and Lily actually wasn't a believer. When we dated, she ended up going to church and becoming a believer, which God bless. It shouldn't have happened the way it happened. Probably in hindsight, if it was to be the healthiest it could have possibly have been.
Yeah.
But she would often say like, why do you believe this? Like, this is crap. Like, this is ridiculous. And it is, I mean, it is ridiculous to someone who doesn't know God.
Right.
It's
doesn't
ridiculous.
know who he is.
It's like we're literally worshiping an imaginary God, talking to an imaginary God. It's like, and to them it's probably like
man in the sky.
Yeah. To them it's like, it's literally just like you're talking to an imaginary friend.
Right.
Like that's probably, I mean, we look crazy. Probably. And if God is not real and Jesus isn't who he said he is, even Paul says we are nothing. We're like, our life is wasted. Meaningless. Literally wasted. We've wasted our life.
Right.
So you have to be in this ride with me, especially you and I both we've been serving, and I'm called to be an evangelist.
Yeah.
I've got that call on my life since I was born again, and so I think it would be very difficult for someone who's not a believer.
No, I agree.
To be with me. So I think those are my I guess immediate red flags, because I can't think of anything like.
I think it's hard to think of it on the spot.
Clip your toenails with a pair of scissors, like what?
Right.
Like,
well, yeah, some of that like that I can.
I'm just gonna ignore it.
Right. I just won't. There's some things you can't like get upset about. You just kind of have to be like whatever. But definitely a believer. And I have friends. If you're listening to this, hi. But I have friends who aren't believers, and they believe in all sorts of things, and I can't. That's like a big factor in my life. Like I can't. Like I could never date you.
Right.
Obviously, I'm not. But like I could never date you because of that. Because I need a believer in my life. Because like you said, this is all. It's not a popular thing to do, and it's not a walk where you get to do everything you want and have everything you want.
Yeah.
Being a Christian is sometimes lonely. Being a believer, I think Christians and believers, two different things.
Right.
But being a believer is lonely. You don't get everything you want. You don't get to go party and drink and do drugs and sleep around. You don't get to do all that, and that's it's a lonely road. But that's something I can't get past that. Because I've also dated non-believers, and they
can lead you astray too.
Yeah, it's made me worse.
Yeah,
and relationship with my family get bad. Friends, I've lost a lot of friends.
Right.
School. So yeah, definitely have to be a believer. Have to be clean. If you're dirty, as a woman, to me, that's bad.
What's considered clean?
Just hygiene. Like you don't smell bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
smell. I mean, that's actually a big turn on for me. Like if you smell good,
that's a turn on for you.
Like that's like one of my like. It's subtle. It's such a subtle thing, but it's like, I don't know. It's totally different. It's like, oh, if you smell good, it's like, I look at you. You can even be ugly if you smell good. Like your perception of that person's different.
It's different. I got that. For me,
that's why I literally carry on cologne and deodorant everywhere I go. So that because you're not gonna catch me.
You smell pretty good now.
Hopefully. I hope.
Well, so I agree. Smell's a big thing. Smile. You have a bad smile, or like your teeth are messed up.
Man,
I hate to say that. That's a red flag.
That's tough.
Because I like to laugh, and I want to make you laugh. So if I don't want to see your smile, it means I don't want to make you laugh.
Yes. Yeah, invest in braces, y'all.
Definitely. sorry. What is another red flag?
What about a laugh?
A laugh?
Does that bother? If someone has a really ugly laugh, does that bother you?
I don't think I've been near enough people with an ugly laugh for it to bother me. But like snorting when I hear laughing, that is kind of gross. I'm like, I'll be like laughing. I'll be like, like I stop. Yeah, I'm like, no, because I'm like, we're not animals.
Yeah,
we're people.
Like the barnyard noises.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I don't.
If you do snort though, I think it's funny.
Yeah,
if I heard, because it's so unexpected. Like if someone's laughing, it probably would get annoying after a while.
Right. But if that's always what they laugh like if it's every now and then, no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't because I always want to crack. I'm literally always trying to crack jokes. That's another toxic trait.
Is it toxic?
I don't take a lot of things serious.
I think that's amazing.
Right, but
maybe that's my toxic trait too.
Now.
These people didn't even hear.
You didn't.
They didn't hear a toxic trait.
Right.
It's probably best.
Probably best. We have no toxic traits.
We're perfect.
We're perfect.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, ladies.
Yeah.
But
we might bring it up later, but
maybe. But until then, I am a perfect person.
But you think make it? Yeah. I guess being too fun, trying to be
too funny,
making light of things. Yeah. That can get annoying.
Yeah, that's definitely. I mean,
not for me.
No, not for me. Because I feel like I joke a lot.
Yeah, I'm the guy that does that.
Yeah, I joke around a lot. So I sometimes make jokes when I shouldn't make jokes. Right. Which is bad because obviously then they feel like I'm like not taking them seriously. You know what I mean? Or like let's say like I'm in an argument. Tough. Right. Let's say I'm in an argument and she's like, I feel like this, and this. I feel like you don't care. Like I feel like or like I didn't like how you did this. And I'm like, yeah, when you were doing that, I actually was thinking about how you had something in this between your teeth. And it just you know what I mean? Like you can't do that because now she's like you don't care.
Are you even listening to me?
Right. And I am. But yes, I'm sorry.
I'm a child.
Yeah, but like I just feel like sometimes life is too short to be upset.
Yeah.
And you can't get that mad about some things like that. Right. Other than like we said, the breakable offenses, things like that. Like being disrespectful is different, but sometimes they feel like laughing while you're being serious is disrespectful. So it's a never-ending cycle, and I'll probably just I
live by the motto of this, and I think I've said this a few times. And I actually heard a speaker say this, so I took it from him. Mm-hmm. But it's a motto I adopted because it's like, yeah, I agree. Mm-hmm. And it's you don't take life is too good and short to take yourself too seriously. If you take yourself in your life, I'm gonna speak to the viewers right here. Mm-hmm. In your life, if y'all take yourself too seriously, life will suck.
It will.
It will. I mean, I think part of the problem why a lot of people in the church can't have a moment with God is because they take themselves too seriously.
Right.
And I want to say this because as a man, I know men who will keep their hands in their pockets because they are too manly to worship God with their hands up, dancing, singing, shouting. Mm. They're too serious to engage, and if you will. And I think they miss out. I think when you take yourself too seriously, you miss out on life. And in school, I feel like in school, I was more hesitant to be goofy. Mm. And it's because people, it's so easy to make fun of them.
Right.
Because when you put yourself out there, it's so easy to point out flaws. And I mean, we're putting ourselves out here by talking, and so I'm expecting to be roasted. In fact, I encourage it. Roast us.
Yes,
roast
indeed.
Us. But I think if you're not putting yourself out there, if you're taking yourself too seriously to the point where you're not even dreaming, like you're trying to be too real, life is not meant to be lived like that. Like I don't believe that.
No,
I don't believe like you have to be able to have a good time. You cannot afford to take yourself too seriously. You have to take a joke.
Definitely.
I mean, shoot. I think if you're never the butt of the joke, you're also not funny.
Yeah.
Because like you can make fun of everyone else, but if someone makes fun of you, it's like, no, that's not okay.
Right.
Like, no.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Like just you got to be able to handle a joke. You got to be able to laugh at yourself. All right, dust yourself up, man. You're not that big of a deal.
You're really not.
I'm saying this as humbly as I can because I'm saying this to myself too. I say this to myself all the time. I'm not that big of a deal. I'm really not. I look at myself. I'm like, Josh, you are a dork. You're an idiot sometimes. Mm-hmm. I just am, and I'm okay with that. And I think if you accept that and you live it, man, people love to be around you because like you're just being real. You're just being you.
Being your most authentic self is the best self.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with that. You know
so
what I mean?
Just don't take yourself too seriously.
It's not a big deal.
It's not. Life is not that big of a deal. It's not. And people around you will appreciate it. Because you'll just be easy to be around. Mm-hmm. People that are so serious. Yeah. Man, like it's like you almost feel like you have to be like, oh well okay, like like you're almost they can't be themselves because they're like, well, this guy's like he's not taking that sense of humor. It's like, no, man, let's have fun,
right?
Like when and even when we're talking about church, let's share the gospel in fun ways. Let's just be goofy. Right. I mean, God is creative. He is funny. He invented humor. He invented everything. He has a sense of humor, you imagine everything good about this world. God created, so you have to imagine that's also part of God's personality.
Yes.
Like I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I know he has jokes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure God would laugh, like is willing to make jokes to you. Like I'm convinced that God has a huge sense of humor because he invented humor. Right. Like so again, let's just. That's my little
tangent.
My tangent of the day. Mm-hmm. Listen, man, live your life free and don't take yourself seriously. You just can't do it.
It's not that big of a deal, man. I agree.
You got more questions?
I think I do.
Well, I mean, what do you think about that though?
What do I think about what? Taking yourself too seriously?
Yeah, man. Like
I think you can't. Life is too short.
Throwing in 2 cents.
I realized that, like you said, I'm not the most attractive. I'm not the funniest. I'm not the tallest or the fastest or the best.
No one is, man.
Right. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Like I'm okay with being who I am. And if you don't accept that, that's fine. You don't have to. I don't need you to accept me for who I am.
Correct.
You just don't have to be around me. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I don't like feet. My feet. And that's okay. You know what I mean? I also don't
He secretly has a foot fetish. He's covering up. I'm convinced.
That's pretty gross. But like, what else don't I like? I'm trying to think of things I don't like that are like.
Okay. This is kind of a little sidetrack.
Okay.
If a girl you were dating did have a foot fetish,
no.
How would you feel about that?
I can't.
If she like asked you, like, can I?
No.
Like, you would dump her?
I don't know.
Or would you just say no? Let's not do that.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like let's not do that.
Like, what if she was like really into it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, let's really not. Like, I can't because why do you want to do that? Why do you want to see my feet? That's weird.
Why don't you just like they're cute?
No, like
I don't know.
I can't. Right? No. What girl is gonna say a man's feet are cute?
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like. My feet aren't that awful.
That's fair.
But they're not good looking. You know what I mean? Like a woman.
I don't know what a good looking foot looks like.
Right. Well, I don't really know. I was gonna try to say maybe some women have pretty feet.
Well, yeah, they probably do. Yeah. But it's like they're still feet though.
That's true.
It's a foot.
It's a foot.
Right. I don't know.
I agree.
I mean, I've when you love someone, you can love every part of them, but it's still like a foot.
That is, yeah.
And if you have a foot fetish, y'all, I just don't get it.
I'm praying for you.
I'm praying for you because
it's kind of gross.
Feet are just they're not. I don't think they're meant to be like that.
No, I don't think so either. I mean, they're used to walk.
Oh, wait. I actually have a question.
Oh, snap.
I do. I was actually thinking about this. I thought about it as we've been talking.
Okay. I'm ready.
And this is kind of on the lines of relationship stuff again.
Okay.
How do you feel if your girl farts in front of you?
How long have we been together?
I guess you decide. What's acceptable?
I don't think that's a problem for me.
Do you find it hilarious? Because I think
I'll laugh. I think
legit.
I'm clowning on you.
Like legit. Like, and I think you started a war. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you're starting a war.
No, like if a girl farts in front of me, I'm never holding back. Like ever. You know what I mean? Is that weird to say? Like, okay.
No, I get it.
When you break that barrier, it's broken.
That's true. You can never go back. But that's like I feel like okay.
And it doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Like I will I literally laugh.
Yeah, I'll laugh too.
Funny.
I'm not the type to like fart in front of someone though. Like in front of my girl, unless I'm like married. But even then,
unless they break the barrier.
No, even if they do,
really?
I'm just clowning on you. I would be like, oh yes. I'm like, ha.
You would never you're just not like that.
I'm just not.
See, as a Morgan, that's a Morgan trait. Like that's from my dad.
I got you.
My dad, yeah.
Yeah.
I was raised different.
Right. Built different. I'm built different.
I've been built different. You got some manners.
I do.
That's like
an old school
those
like
are manners.
Romeo gentleman. It's kind of weird.
I'm very improper in my life,
and that's fine. Like I don't hate that. And like if my girlfriend or like my wife farts in front of me, I will now know that like if I wanted to, I could.
Yeah.
But I'm not. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And that's not right. But I do it. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's just funny. I just thought of it. I was very curious because
that's a good question.
It's a question. And ladies, don't be ashamed.
No, don't.
Do not be ashamed. Mm-mm. Now, obviously, when you're first getting to know each other, you don't want like a first date. If you just like let go.
How long before you think you should?
I just think barrier? To the point where you're like just comfortable with each other. Okay. Just comfortable. I don't think there's a set day. I think if it just happens when you're comfortable with each other, it's whatever.
Now it's game on.
But like, because like if it's the first date, now again, there's some things you just can't control. Like sometimes you're just like not feeling well, and if something were to happen, it's like, I don't think you could just like, bro, you're gross. It's like, well,
do you count that as breaking the barrier though? Like first date, she just fart.
Yeah. Well, I guess. Well, it depends if with the first date.
Yeah, first date she's.
You're still getting to know the person, but like, I think I'd be like more inclined to do it earlier on.
So now you're not waiting as much.
Yeah, because it's like, well, we already kind of like if I'm gonna end up dating you, it's like, well, we're kind of.
Yeah.
I've heard you fart.
Right.
Like there's nothing.
There's nothing stopping.
Now there's literally like I think that's almost the same line as like it's very close to marriage. Like you.
Wow.
When you farted in front of each other.
Wow.
There's nothing.
That's a big deal.
Like that, you're as close almost as possible.
Well, I was gonna say, okay, next.
Might as well just put the ring on it.
If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Okay, so the question going off that. Okay. See, look, we can talk for hours, man. But anyway,
man, hours.
When have you ever FaceTimed a girl while she's like on the toilet? Like, do you think that's?
I don't mind it.
You don't mind it. So like, if she called you and she's taking a dump.
No, yeah.
You're just having a conversation.
I just know now where our relationship stands. Like, okay.
Now you're gonna be like calling her.
Now, like, if I'm, if she's muting herself, it's like okay,
right.
But like, girls don't. First of all, girls don't use the bathroom that long. Like,
that's true.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Like I sometimes will literally sit there for like 15 minutes, and maybe that's just a me thing.
No, I definitely put up like a 40
But like I legit will I will legit like watch a video.
Yeah,
that's like
The Walking Dead. Like, most of my watching is in the bathroom.
Like so I've sat on the toilet for like a stupidly long time.
Yeah.
I mean, half the time you're not using it.
No.
You're finished, but like there's something about. And if y'all want to comment and attest to this,
we're gross.
There is something about sitting on the toilet and just like having like you're alone. Like no one is going to interrupt you on the toilet at your house.
Right.
Like they may walk over and then someone's in the bathroom and walk away. Mm-hmm. But you are like
alone.
Like your parents be like, "Hey, food's ready. Hold up in the bathroom." They're okay. Mm-hmm. That's just, like if you're playing games, like no, come on, let's eat. Mm. But like you're on the toilet, like you're as alone, no uninterrupted. I will literally spend time with God on the toilet.
No,
in the shower.
Yeah, in the shower.
Those are like
that's a big.
Those are like times where I'm literally like, because you're just no one who's gonna interrupt you.
No, I agree. I agree.
But yeah, no. If a girl calls me
and she's on the toilet, you're fine.
I just know like okay, she's really comfortable with me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like that means like I probably can basically do anything and she's not gonna think it's weird.
Yeah, I think after that, like you said, there's really not much more.
Now if she does have an issue, then she's a hypocrite, and I'm like, okay, well this girl's
that's red flag.
And I'm telling everyone.
You're going on Snapchat, yeah, guys. So my girlfriend.
These girls actually do poop.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
Yeah. And I'm posting screenshots.
Oh my God. What?
I'm kidding.
No, he's not.
I'm not.
Let me see. What else do I have? Ooh, how long before you say, I love you? Like, is there a minimum number of days you go?
I don't even know.
Without saying.
Honest to God, I don't remember when I ever did.
Ever say I love you?
No, like I do, but I just don't remember when I did.
Like how long before you
Like
did?
It just did. It just happened.
It just kind of happened?
Like, obviously, I feel like, you gotta wait and, see if it's real.
Right.
Like, it depends for everyone. Like, you gotta understand, if some relationships move faster and some move slower. Mm-hmm. Like, I've heard of relationships that people have dated, gotten engaged, and got married within 6 months.
Yeah, I see that a lot.
And those are usually like older, like when you're mature, like in your late 20s, close to 30s, like you're out of college.
Yeah.
Like you're ready. You got your career. You got the job. You're ready. You can pay for the house. You find a girl. Oh, you like each other. Oh, it's moving. Let's get engaged. Let's get married. Let's start our life. Because I mean, you don't have to be patient. Like you're mature. Because that's the other thing. Like you're mature. You know, when you're 18 years old,
right,
and you're in a relationship, it's like there's a lot that you're both still growing through. You're both going to go to college. Things change, you know, like circumstances change. Like,
definitely,
you know, like life is different. But when you're like older, life's a little more certain. You have more authority and responsibility, and like you can make those decisions.
Right.
So a set time to say I love you, obviously, I don't think you can discover that until you're dating.
Okay.
That's not fair. Like you have to be. You have to be dating, obviously. And I think honestly, like, see, I date for marriage, so it's like,
right.
I feel like normally I feel like it's not super far down the road, like maybe a week
after you start dating.
Yes, because you're talking, you might go on dates, then you're dating. You know, when you're dating, like that opens the door like to other things, like so it's like. And then you're dating for marriage, it's like, okay, I'm not going to be dating this person if I don't truly feel, you know, more for them. And so I don't know. And maybe and I've only dated 3 people.
Okay.
So it's like, y'all could have dated 17 people, and it's different. Again, relationships are all so different because people are different.
This is true. This is true.
So that's my.
For me, it's a minimum of 90 days.
A 90-day rule for Jordan?
Yeah.
90 days after dating?
After dating.
Okay.
And I've only done that because I have dated people in the past, and like you said, I want to make sure it's real. Right. And again, whether you're dating for marriage or not, I just think 90 days you don't really
about
know.
A month and a half.
Yeah. I think what is that? No, it's 3 months, isn't it?
I'm just stupid. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I was like
30 days.
I was like,
for some reason I was thinking of like seconds in a minute. 60. Like,
that would make sense. No, I get that. I get where you're coming from. But I literally just agreed with you, and then I had to think about it. Like
that's a minute and a half.
Yeah, I was like,
a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple months.
3 months, and I'm like
3 months. Yeah. Wow.
And again, that's only because I've dated people in the past, and I've said I love you. I don't think, looking back, I meant it when I did. So.
Interesting.
Now I'm like, okay, let me wait 90 days. Let me see if I really do.
I think that's good, though. I think that's good.
Yeah, and like you said, everyone's different. Like for you, you're not dating them unless you know, like you do.
Right.
And for me, I'm like, okay, I'm dating you, and I do really like you.
Right.
But let me see, because obviously, let's say I really like you, and then you do something, and I'm like, and we're 45 days in, and I said I love you already. Now, if I'm leaving, like, did I really love you? Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and love is more than feeling, right?
Exactly. So, love is what you do in spite of how you feel.
Right. And so I think too, like you got, for me, maybe it was more of like, I don't know. I get tired of saying I like you.
I feel that.
And like because I love everyone. I love people. I actually used to say to my friends all the time, I love you to all my friends, every single friend, whether it was a man or woman. I actually that was something I had to stop doing for ladies when I got in a relationship because it gives off the wrong signal.
Right.
And I would just say that to my friends because like I had experienced when I first got saved, I experienced the love of God, and like I understood. What?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just saying you want to share that with everyone.
Yeah, you're right. And so I experienced the love of God, and I just literally I understood His love for people, and so when like you can't love God without loving people. That's very true because God loves His people.
He does.
And even the broken ones, the ones that hate Him, like He loves those people.
Yeah.
So it was very easy for me to just say I love you, and so I don't know, because like when you're in a relationship, like oh my gosh, I like you too, and then it's just like
it's kind of
you kind of in that weird in between when you're dating, and it's like
well,
we're not saying it yet, so
who's
gonna say it first?
Right. And that's always awkward, like if you say it and they don't say it back. Yeah.
That's weird. Luckily I've never been in that position.
I haven't either.
So
I do feel like it's coming though. Just
in this relationship.
No, well, I don't know.
Well, have you said it with?
No, I have not.
How long have you been dating?
No, it actually was 90 days yesterday. 90 days. Right. So it's coming.
You gotta feel it out.
No, I'm just playing. It's not just coming. But, like now,
text her right now.
91 days, I'm like, I love you. But, no. So.
No, I get it.
Yeah, definitely just trying to feel it out, see if this is, and not trying to rush something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because she's young.
She's young.
I'm a lot older than her. Not a lot older than her, but I'm farther ahead in life than she is.
Yeah.
So she still has all of college. I'm
Very
almost done. So I was, let's just take this slow as we can. Because, you
be responsible.
Right. Let's be responsible, be smart. And honestly,
good advice.
This is the first relationship I've done that, and I love it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it so much. I enjoy the time we have together. I enjoy just being able to be who we are and not have to rush like, oh yeah, I love you so much, and the moon and the stars and the sea and all the grains in the sea. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to do that because, I do really like her, but I haven't said if I love her.
You haven't said the big
L. The big L.
The L word.
Yeah. Yikes. She's gonna listen to this and be like, he loves me. And I'm gonna be like,
he loves me?
Maybe not. He loves me. Do you think girls do that?
I don't know. Maybe back in like 1990.
Right. Yeah, I don't think they do that now.
He loves me. He loves me now. He loves me.
Oh man, that's kind of cheesy though.
I don't even know what that game for.
Yeah.
Picking a flower. What does that even?
Right, you're killing a flower just to see if someone loves you or not.
Like ripping the flower piece by piece apart. Right. I'm sure that flower doesn't appreciate that.
I don't think so either. Shout out to all you flowers out there.
Yeah.
That have
just been martyred.
Yeah. We love you. They're martyred.
Martyred for love.
There you go. Title.
Title, yes. This is Martyred for Love.
This is the Martyred for Love.
We have talked about nothing
about love.
Being killed
at all. Definitely not.
Do you have any more questions?
I don't. Well, I think I do, but
it doesn't have to be related to this topic.
Related to that.
Phone's at it says it's an hour.
Wow.
And 6 minutes.
We did pretty good.
We're doing pretty well.
The last question I had was, there's two. So the whole Russia drama thing, I don't really feel like talking about that.
Yeah.
Because
everyone knows. It sucks.
It really does. And honestly, there's nothing else you can do about it. And
yeah.
I just don't feel like talking.
I'm not the most educated person
I'm not
to talk about it.
And right, I only want to talk about things that I feel like I know a lot about.
Yeah.
Just prayers, definitely like thoughts and prayers out there.
Yeah.
And hopefully,
both sides.
Yeah, both sides, and hopefully it doesn't have to come to what everyone thinks it's going to come to. But other than that, I don't really have.
I'm not stressing.
I'm not. God's got it.
I believe it when I see it.
Right. That's really my thing. It's to me, it just seems like a whole who has the bigger stick contest.
Yes.
And I hate bullies, and it just seems like they're just trying to be bullies to each other. So
it sucks, man.
Yeah. That's that topic.
Yep.
Moving on. What is the number one thing you notice when you see a girl? Like when you're first interested in a girl. Like what is your
Her face.
Okay. I hate when people say, not to cut you off, but I hate when people are like, I saw your personality first. That's a lie. You're lying to me.
That's a bull.
Because one, when I meet a girl,
how do you see a personality?
Right. I see a girl for the first time. Oh, her personality is so radiant. No, it's
she
not.
Just radiates
right.
joy.
No, I see her face, and that's just that. You know what I mean? Like you have to be physically attracted to
I mean, some guys, they don't look at the face even.
Right.
They look at
features, which again, being men here, we're men.
No, I mean
that is
attractive. I mean,
right. That is a normal thing. And
women attractive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just I mean, women do it too.
Flaunt.
Yeah, some women do. Shout out to the TikTok users who. Yes. Shout out to the OnlyFans.
That's no shout out to that.
No shout out to. No, I'm definitely joking. If you have an OnlyFans, delete it.
Yeah.
Because I don't understand why
would you pay money?
Right. And why do you're more valuable than that?
Yeah.
God made you way more important than that.
I'm not paying money to talk to a girl.
Right, exactly. That's just you're lame.
That sounds like work.
Yeah, that really it's
like what?
No, my heart.
I'm gonna work just so I can talk to a girl that I can't actually be with.
Right. Yeah, no, not doing that.
What?
No, you're not getting this hard on me.
No.
But yeah, so I think I see her face. I see her smile. I think that, and that sounds so cheesy, but again, I'm a big smile guy.
Yeah, I mean, the face says a lot.
It does.
And I'm a face guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, some guys are like, oh man, I like boobs and butts. And like, honestly, above all of that, those physical features, if you don't have a good face, to me, because that's something I have to look at.
Always.
If I'm going to be married to you, I have to look at that face for the rest of my life. If that face is annoying, if it's ugly. And I'm not even super picky either. Like, I want, like, when I say ugly, like, I mean, like, really ugly. Like, a car just drove over you ugly, you know? So I'm not like, I'm not being, like, I'm not trying to say, like, a lot of women are ugly. Like, no.
Yeah, no. And you like what you like.
Yeah. And I think through the face, you see a lot of who they are, how they react to things. Yeah. Like, the face does not lie. You can lie, but the face typically does not.
This is
the
true.
eyes don't. The smile doesn't. That's why you can tell when someone likes you sometimes. Yeah. Because their face gives it away. It's not the fact that, like, you just have this sense.
Right, exactly.
It's because the face does not lie. Like, someone says a joke, they laugh when it's not even funny.
Yeah, you can tell that's a fake life.
Right, like oh my gosh, like they express it with their face. And so I think the face is something I notice, and encompassing with that, the smile, the how they express.
No
acne, yeah. I mean, that doesn't really.
No, that's not a deal breaker.
It's like, but yeah, like you just notice it, and like, yeah, I've because some guys are just like, as long as she has a butt, man.
Right. Very
good.
Shallow.
Like, some guys prefer the body over the face.
Exactly.
And if that's you, God bless. For me, it's like she literally could have nothing else but a pretty face and like a good personality, and I'll notice the face, and I want to get to know her.
Right.
It's literally as simple as that. So
it is indeed. Yeah, I agree. Are you a big like piercings guy? Like.
Oh yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that doesn't bother you.
Doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't for me either. I just was asked because some guys do and some guys don't.
Yeah, some guys are like really picky.
Yeah. No, I mean I
am not.
No, I'm really not
at all. Like I don't care. Like, I mean, I honestly like when I've been asked what my type is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I have no idea. I don't know if it's like even like race. Like I do not care.
Yeah.
My first crush. I'll never forget this girl. I almost kissed her on stage in preschool.
Wow.
That was almost my first kiss, y'all.
Wow.
Her name was Lexi. She was
Lexi.
A black girl. Lexi, I miss you. I miss you, Lexi. Back in the good old days. And I mean, I've legit, Jordan's died over here.
This man was, oh my gosh.
Like, Lexi, come back.
Right. Baby, you coming back?
Baby, come back. And dude, it's like I don't care if you're Mexican. I used to always clown on Asians for some reason.
Yeah,
I'm not racist. I'm not racist at all. I promise. I just for some reason would always pick on Asians. When I got a PS4, I'd play this game, and for some reason there's just so many Asians in this game.
And you were like, "Wow!"
And I just like. It sounds bad, but it just became a joke. Like, oh, I'm just gonna like attack the Asians. Like this, like the character I was playing hated Asian people.
Wow.
But even Asians are beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I used to honest to God, like Asians would probably like I'd say any ethnicity but Asian, but even Asians now I'm like, they're kind of pretty. Like
definitely.
Like every like it's like I'm not even picky. Like, blonde, brown, even redheads. Like I don't care.
Yeah, no.
I don't care.
I don't either.
As long as you look good.
That's me. And obviously
it's a wide variety.
Yeah, if you love God, right, and you look good to me. Yeah. Because it's obviously my preference.
Right.
Yeah, I don't really care. I've liked a girl who was 6'1", and I'm not 6'1".
That's tough.
Right. Man, but she liked me, and I liked her.
Yeah, because your personality made you 6'3".
Right. I was 6'5" in the heart, and that's all that matters, For anyone above 6 feet listening to this, I hate you. I'm just kidding.
No, join our basketball team.
Yeah, join our basketball team. Join our league. Which I do need to join, by the way.
Yes.
I do need to figure out how to do it.
Hey, if you want, I can get you the stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I'll definitely figure it out. Because I do like crossing people up and dunking on.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, dude, you're gonna love this. You'll love it.
I think I will too. But that was really my last question. I don't have any more topics.
Yeah.
You have any questions?
I don't know, man. Hey, y'all, if y'all have any questions,
send us questions.
Send us questions. If you want to know more about us, as people, as men, what we like, what we don't like, what
funny stories we have
into. If you want us to talk about sports, we will talk about it.
Yeah.
Because You get me talking about basketball, I tell you what, I will
talk about it all day,
going,
and all night,
all the time.
Definitely.
If you want us to talk about biblical stuff,
yeah,
we're your guys.
Mm-hmm. This is the off-brand promised land. So
yeah,
it is tough to say.
Off-brand promised land,
but I like it.
I still got to get used to that. I love it. Jordan came up with it. Give him all the credit.
Yeah, literally came up with it.
We're gonna. Hey, if you're at home watching, give him a round of applause.
We'll just take a pat on the back. There. So I'll tell you guys a story. But literally, was counting money at work.
Yes.
And I literally was just counting, and I literally said it out loud. I was like, the off-brand promised land, and I was like, I like that. Yeah. And I was like, it just because we're talking about the heavenly place, which is the promised land that we're supposed to go.
Amen.
And we have we're gonna have a community. You know what I mean? Yeah. Of people. So this is the off-brand promised land.
Right.
This is where you want to be before you get to heaven. You know what I mean? This is.
I just love the fact that you just came up with it randomly.
Yeah.
Like legit. Like I was trying to think. I've never heard that saying before. No. Like it's not like I've heard that podcast before.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. Like no, he legit just thought of this.
Yeah.
I'm literally sweeping dirt as he's like he texts me. I'm like, dude, what?
Right.
That's actually
because
I like that. Let us know if you like that name because we're gonna stick with it whether you say you hate it or not.
Yeah. Unless you can come up with an absolute.
And then you better come up with a banger because if you just say the Jordan and Josh podcast, let's change it.
It's kind of cheesy.
No, you're fired. Yeah. I'm not gonna take
your position is no longer required here. I was gonna come up with this is not a cult because it's not.
It's not a cult.
Right. But
I feel like though that would imply
it is.
Is this a cult?
Right. So
it just bring it up.
Well, because everyone thinks that some people think Christianity is a cult.
Correct.
And people think that the believers that we literally are worshiping someone we can't see, which is a cult. So I was gonna be like,
this isn't a cult.
Right. This is not a cult.
Bring your robes to the next meeting.
Exactly. Bring your hats and your upside down crosses.
Yes. And your half slab of ribs.
Yes.
For the meal.
For the cookout. But yeah, that's taken. It's a podcast already. So if they're listening to this, they probably never will.
Right.
Shout out to you guys. You actually gave me the inspiration to make a podcast.
Off-brand promised land.
Yeah. But now I want to be better than you. So
we will be.
We will be. So
we're competitive. We're gonna build this thing up
from the ground up. Mic drop.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. So I am Jordan.
And I am Josh.
And this is the Off-Brand Promised Land.